first thing that you start with is that you have to know what the variables represent. So I represents the interest or the amount that you're going to get, and then P is the principal, the amount that you start off with. Rate is, or R is the rate that the bank gives you, and then T is time in years. And you also have to know that you have to change R into a decimal because usually they give you a percent. So the first thing you do is you write the principal, which is 100,000, and then you write the rate, which is 0.04, and then you do times 20, and when you do that, you get 80,000 when you times all of that. And then you have to add 80,000 to the principal, which is $180,000 as your account balance. And then you move over here to compound interest, and you have to know what these variables represent. So A represents the account balance or total, P represents the principal, and then 1, you have a 1 there because it's going up, and then you have R over N. R represents the rate, and N represents the number of times it's being compounded, and then you have N again, which is the number of times being compounded, and then you have T, which is time in years. So you have the principal, which is 100,000, and then it's 1 plus 0.04 over 4, and then parentheses, and then 4 times 20.
Why is 4 the end value?
Because you are doing it quarterly, and when it's quarterly, it's 4. So then when you do all of that, you get 221,671.5 or 52 cents as your account balance.
All right, Cameron, I want you to explain why in this scenario your compound interest balance made you a lot more money than your simple interest balance.
So the compound interest balance makes you more money than your simple interest balance for 2 reasons. The first reason is because you have an extra variable, which is N, and for N, you're getting it quarterly instead of annually.
So can I ask you, is it always going to be quarterly?
No, it can be annually too. It can be monthly as well.
Yeah, good.
And then the second reason is because you're getting interest on top of interest with compound interest. So with simple interest, you only get 4% of 100,000, but for compound interest, you're getting 4% and the number of times being compounded.
Very good. Anything else you want to add? Okay.
Oh,
Good.
and the difference for it is 4,000. Well, the difference between the two are $41,671.671, or 41,671.52.
So big difference. So if you had to choose between, if you had $100,000 and you had to choose between simple interest and compound interest, which one would you choose?
Compound interest.
Very good.